elimination method. Alright, so there are some things that you need to know before we start. Solving simultaneous equations using elimination method relies much on making a decision whether to add or subtract your equations. Okay, now as you do that, your goal is to eliminate one variable, okay, which has equal coefficients in both of the two equations that you've been given, so that you can solve for the one remaining. Okay, so what I mean by that is going to be clear as we solve this first example on elimination method. So we have w there minus v, okay, is equal to 2, okay, and then the other one we have w plus v is equal to 4, right? So here we want to eliminate. You can choose which variable you want to eliminate. Of course, all variables here have coefficients of 1, as you can see, right? Okay, so what are we going to do? Suppose you decide to subtract so that you can eliminate w. Okay, so by eliminating, I mean you choose which variable you want to be equal to 0, and w can only be equal to 0 if and only if we subtract, right? Okay, so if we subtract, w minus w there is going to give us 0, right? And then negative v minus v, that will give us negative 2v, is equal to 2 minus 4, that will give us negative 2. So this is same as having 2v is equal to negative 2, right? Okay, so we have negative 2. You divide both sides by negative 2, right? So v is going to be positive 1. Okay, since we have the value of v, we can solve for the value of w simply by substituting. Okay, that is replacing v with 1. Okay, so we get equation A, okay, this one, and in this equation we substitute v with 1. Okay, so v is 1 there. Okay, so we have 2, right? So w is going to be 3 here. All right, so that's how you can see that we first eliminated w by making it be equal to 0. We solved for v, and then we substituted the value of v that we found so that we could solve for w. Okay, now I want to show you another thing here. Okay, suppose you decide to subtract and not to add. Okay, I want to show you why the decision you make here is very important, because it can either make you fail in your exam or not, because the decision you make can be that you need to do some much work. Okay, so let's just look at this example here. Suppose you decide to add. Okay, so when you add, see what you are going to eliminate. So here you are going to have 2w, right? Here you are going to have 0, okay, is equal to 6, right? That is 2 plus 4, that will give you 6. Okay, so this will give you 2w is equal to 6 again. So dividing both sides by 2, you apply cancellation rule, you are going to get again a w is equal to 3. Okay, and then this confirmed that our answer for our solution for w was correct. Okay, so whether you decide to add or subtract here in order to eliminate one variable, that depends much on you, but you are going to find the same answers. Okay, so since we have w, we can substitute again n of the equations so that we can solve for v. Okay, so we have, let's get w plus v. Okay, let's get this time is equal to 4, and w is equal to 3, so w is 3. We substitute there, that's equal to 4, right? So our v is going to be just 1, because that will be 4 minus 3, which will give us 1. Right. Okay, that's cool. So that's how we use elimination method when variables are already equal. You just do it straight away. Okay. Now in the second example here, I want to show you how to deal with this when variables do not have same coefficients. Okay, so in this example here, if you want, you can eliminate x, right? Because that's so easy, because coefficients are already equal. Okay, but we are not going to eliminate y. Of course you can do that, and you're going to get the same answers, but I want us to eliminate y. Okay, so look at this. Can we eliminate y here? We can't, because if we decide to add or subtract, we are not going to get y is equal to 0. So what are we going to do here? You need to make sure you balance coefficients for the variable that you want to eliminate. Okay, so for me to balance the coefficients, I'll multiply the equation below here. Okay, the equations which is downward by 2. All right, and then on top I'm going to multiply by 1. That means the equation on top will remain the same. Okay, it will remain the same. Right, now look at the equation down here. I'm going to multiply 2 by x. That will give me 2x, right, plus 2y, okay, is equal to remember this is 8 again. Okay, that will be equal to 5 by 2. That will give us 10. Okay, now you can see that the coefficients for the variable that you want to eliminate, which is y, are equal. Okay, they are 2, 2. Okay, it doesn't matter the signs here. So if we want to eliminate now y, we are going to add. Okay, so if we add, that will give us 3x, right? Okay, again here, if we add, so look at this. Okay, we have, if we add, we are going to have negative 2y, right, plus, open bracket, okay, plus 2y, right? Now what is this giving you? This is just giving you negative 2y, right, plus 2y, okay, which will give you nothing but 0 here, right? That's what you're going to get. Okay, so if we do that, we're going to get y is equal to 0. So we have eliminated y, and what are we going to get here? Okay, so what are we getting here? Okay, so look at this. Look at this here. We are getting 18, right? We are getting 18. Okay, let me show you again. Let me show you this part. So I'm going to relight this. So we divide now both sides by 3. Okay, and you can see the value of x that we are getting. That's x will give us 6, right? Since we have found the value of x, we can go ahead and find the value of that's the value of y, right? Okay, so to find the value of y, we are going to choose any of the equations, okay, in which you can substitute. Okay, so from the top here you can choose, let's choose equation 2 because that's so easy, remember. So that's x plus y is equal to 5, right? So substituting x with 6, I have 6 plus y is equal to 5. Okay, so I'm going to have y, right, is equal to 5. Okay, that's 5 minus 6, which will give me y is equal to 1, right? I mean, that's negative 1. Okay, so this is how we use elimination method. Okay, so if there's any question, make sure you comment, okay, or you send the question in the WhatsApp group, I'll be able to attend to you. And don't forget to subscribe. Okay, you can just click on the subscription button below so that you can enjoy more videos. And remember,